What is up, CMS Braves? Welcome back to another edition of the 14th Colony Vodcast. It is Tuesday, October 13th, and we are doing the same thing we did yesterday in class, which is the My Maps activity. And Mr. Congleton is going to talk in depth about here a little bit, but giving you guys a little bit more time to work on this one because it is kind of a 2-day. It's a 2-dayer, it's a 2-dayer. So one thing I do want to touch on before we get too deep into this is grading. Guys, if you turn something in late, you need to email us that it is turned in. How you do that, okay? So preferably take a screenshot of your assignment turned in Google Classroom, and then just a quick email. Nothing elaborate, just, hey, Mr. Stack, hey, Mr. Congleton, I have finished this assignment. Will you please put it in the grade book when you get a chance? That's all you need to do, and we will get that in the grade book. If you don't email us, there's not 100% chance that it's going to go in the grade book right away because we don't always get notified. These Google Classroom updates, those kind of get lost in the shuffle because there's a lot of people turning in stuff late. So if you want to guarantee that your grade is going to go in the grade book, shoot us an email. And if it's not in the grade book in 24 hours, 48 hours, send us another email, okay? Sometimes it just gets overwhelming in the email inbox, guys. You guys probably are starting to understand that as well because on your end, you're getting a bunch of notifications as well. So just make sure you're taking care of business. And if you want to avoid all that altogether, Mr. Congleton, how could they just avoid that altogether?
Oh, man, life would be so much simpler if we just did things when we were supposed to do them, turned it in on time, wouldn't even ever have to email your teacher because it'd be done, right? And then you don't get steamrolled by all this stuff that keeps adding every single day. So if you can just get your things in on time, I know it's hard, but that may be the skill that we get out of this whole thing is like time management and prioritizing and all that kind of stuff. It's crazy. I mean, and I will say the emails I've been getting from the students have been very respectful. They've been professional. They're saying they're apologizing for turning things in late. They're asking if we can grade it. They're not like demanding that we grade these things. So I do respect that. I like the fact that that's going on. But yes, if you take a picture of those assignments and screenshot them, that does help us. We don't go back to assignments from 2 weeks ago and cross-reference what's in the classroom and what's on Skyward. That's too much time and effort for us to do that. That would take a lot of time. So please just email us, send a picture. So, all right, the assignment today is what we're working on yesterday. And I think there's only 6 locations on your MyMap layer titled Revolutionary War. So there's a couple battles. Lexington and Concord, very close to each other. Those are the first shots fired, the shot heard around the world. So when you're looking up those locations and the battles that go with it, kind of research as much as you can. Look at 2 or 3 different websites. Write down some notes on a piece of paper. Just main things that kind of stand out to you. What was going on during those battles? Who was involved? You don't need every single detail. I need you to copy and paste paragraphs of information. I just want you to kind of get some ideas, read through the information, and highlight some main points and put those on the map. So remember, when you hit the location, you can change the icon. You can add a picture to that icon if you want, or you could just add little graphics that they have available to you. And then underneath that, add a couple pictures and some facts, okay? So if you have all 6 of those done, let's say you got everything done yesterday and you have some more time today, maybe you find one of those battles that you found most interesting. Let's say Valley Forge, there's a lot of history involved with that. Read some more about it. Add 2 or 3 more facts, okay? It's not going to hurt to learn more about each of those places because that's the whole idea of this. We hope that you get interested in the material that we're talking about and that it sparks an interest and that you can dive deep into that because the internet has endless amounts of resources for you. You can go to YouTube, watch videos. You can do all kinds of things. So we're just hopefully setting the stage for you, and then you can take it where you want to take it. But get the main things done first and then go a little bit extra.
Absolutely. Guys, and a reminder too, this week, what's going in the grade book? This My Maps activity is going in the grade book. And then what we're going to do the next 2 days after this is we're going to start something new tomorrow about the founding fathers. Okay, so that's also going to go in the grade book. So both the things that you're doing this week, you're getting 2 days each to work on them, and they both are going to be going in the grade book sometime next week. Okay, so That's us being transparent and letting you know if you don't do this, it's going to show up as a 0 in your grade book, and then you're going to have to do it late. So just like we said at the beginning of this show, stay on top of this stuff, get it done, and then you don't have to worry about it. Okay. We love putting in good grades for you guys. Okay. Mr. Congleton and I are not hard graders. All right. Do the work, get it right. Boom. Like complete sentences, punctuation, capital letter, correct info. It's not hard work, guys. You just got to get it done. Okay. And we know you can because we've seen it. We got to start, Mr. Congleton, we got to start shouting out some of these kids because I know in some of your guys' classes, teachers are starting to like pull their hair out and be like, no one's turning in anything. But there are probably about 30 to 40 of you on each team that are absolutely destroying this school year in the best way possible. And you're doing a great job. Okay. So we just need to get those numbers up. All right. So if you ever feel like, oh my goodness, I'm doing all the work and I'm just getting ragged on by my teachers, that's not all of you. Okay. Some of you guys really are doing a fantastic job with this really weird setup we have this year. So keep it up. We've got to get more people on board with that. Thank you for joining us today. And as always, be excellent to each other.